Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya at Sidegigcrafts. Guys, let's do some Christmas crafting this morning. It's an early Saturday morning. Hi, Gretchen. And I'm ready to play. How about you? I've got the book that we made this last week. And I've got some Unity stamps. You guys, go over to Unity Stamps. They have been having some great sales. I've got a few. I love this one. Little cricket. It says, I'm one leg twitch away from a full meltdown. Isn't he cute? And they've had a great sale over there. Check them out. Unity Stamped. Let's see, what's their... Yeah, unitystampco.com. Look how adorable he is. I want to use this one in here. I got a little yoga lady. I love their artwork. I've got a little Santa. We're going to use him in there. And a little snowman. We got to put him in there too. This one says, smiling so big, I loved your gift. And it also says, your gift made my holiday sparkle. Isn't it super cute? And then we've got a little snail mail. And it said, snail mail because good things take time and snailed with love. I love that. And then I've got a stencil. So super excited to use that too. We can use that in there also. This is one I got previously, Mary's Little Wishes, but they may have this one. I don't know, but I've used this one quite a bit. I love it. So I thought, let's put some of these Christmas stamps in this journal today and have some fun. So I've also got these tags that I can put in there. So we're going to find a spot for those and just kind of clean up a little bit, get some things out. We've got a lot to do in this one, but also not necessarily. I mean, we don't have to fill every page, and we've got some pockets in here. I've got a photo in this little pocket, which I think is fun. And got a lot of old vintage stuff in here. If you were here the other day, you probably already saw this, but I'll just quickly speed through. But we've got, I'm kind of reminding myself, honestly, we can make some pockets for these tags because I haven't done anything like that in here yet. So I do, I have the, oh, I didn't glue that one. Let's glue it. I made 2 other journals that day. I just left them blank and took them to the Mercantile and marked them at a good price because I wanted to get them out before Christmas. This one, hopefully I'll get enough done on it today that I can take to Michael's tomorrow. Because I've got another event tomorrow. They have the art show today at the Mercantile, and then at Michael's, I'll have my goodies over there tomorrow for an event. I cannot. What is happening? Am I going to have trouble with my glue again today? Let's hope not. How are you guys doing? Have you been crafting? Have you gotten all your Christmas cards done and everything out? I was going to make mine again this year, and guess what? Yep, I have not made a card. You guys, I've got so much going on. So much to tell you about. I'm going to have to come up with a story time one of these days to tell you about this last month of my life. It's just been amazing, and not in a bad way. It's been a very good way, but I can't wait to tell you about it. So I'm thinking I've got 2 of these. I've got 2 signatures. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one in each. I think we're just going to do that, something like that, and then go back to the front one and do something like that. And then we've got those. I mean, that's so simple, but you know what? It's effective. Now, I want to use this stencil. And I think I'd like to use some blue to make, oh, you know what would be fun? I wonder if, I was thinking maybe we could do a reverse stencil kind of thing. I don't know if I can do that though. I don't know if I have what it takes. I have crackle paste. Let's try something. We're going to try something. I haven't done this before, so I don't know how it's going to work. It's going to work. I just don't know how it's going to work. And I have this dauber. This is an embossing dauber. And of course I have embossing powder. I have white and I have, what is this? This is clear gloss, superfine embossing powder. I think this is what I want. We're going to try this and we're going to make a reverse technique. That's what I'm calling it. I don't know if that's what it's called. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to kind of stick this in there that way. And then I'm going to make sure this is working. Okay, it is. So we're just going to dab this on here. Like I said, I don't know how well this is going to work, but it should work. There's something lumpy under there. It's that tag. There's a charm on that tag. Okay. This would probably be easier to do when it's not in the book already, but this is where we're at. So we'll just do it this way. Just make sure we dab all over. And then we'll lift this up. You guys can't see it, but I can see it. It's barely, but I can see it. And then I want a piece of paper under that. So we'll just use this. And we'll sprinkle this over the top. Hopefully some of it sticks. I have my ceiling fan on, so that probably wasn't a good idea, but and shake it off. Yeah, a lot more stuck than I thought it would. So that's not bad. And then we're going to take the heat gun. And if this works well, we're going to do it again. So I don't want to put that away. My heat gun is down here. So it's going to make shiny snowflakes because it's clear. Ooh, it's still sticky too. So we'll wait a minute while that dries. You see the snowflakes? So that worked out well. And then we're going to take some blue ink. We'll use tumbled glass now. How about, I like this one. Faded jeans. Of course I like that one. Is that sticky? Not so sticky. Okay, let's take a blue brush. And I want a scrap piece of paper. Scrap. It's funny because I can't find scrap paper because I keep thinking, oh, I can use that. I can use that. I can use that. All right, we'll just use this. Because if I use that, it'll be covered. So there. All right, so we'll use some faded jeans. And we're just going to go over this. Now, it should not really stick to the snowflake part, is my thought, but it doesn't seem to not be sticking. It seems to be sticking anyway. Did I do it wrong, guys? Or maybe I didn't wait long enough? I don't know. It's going to have to be pretty, so we'll keep working with it until we like it. Whatever we do. All right, let's see what that does. Now, I will take this. Oh, there we go. Just take a clean towel. Look at that. It brings it right out. That's really pretty. That worked. Nice. Can you see that? I'll bring it up closer in a minute. Let me get around these. Well, I guess I don't want to go too crazy. I don't need to be a solid blue. That's really pretty though. Check that out. I like that effect. You could also use white embossing powder. In fact, that one's clear. Let's use white on the next one because I do have some white. I mean, I think it'll look the same, but we're going to try it because in the name of trying new things, why wouldn't we? So I've got some white. So we'll do one more page in the other signature because I like to spread it out that way. We could just do this one, this little guy. Let's do that. I think blue would be very pretty there. So, my stencil's a little messy because we just used it. Just want to make sure it's coming out there. And then I want to turn it, we'll go this way, this side. Okay, that should do it. I hope. I can't see it. I can't see it, but I'm hoping it's worked. And here, we'll just do it this way. Oh yeah, you can see it now. Can you see it beaded up on there? That's nice. Okay. Oh, excuse me. I need to use my embossing powders more often. I really don't use them often enough. You know, sometimes we have some tools that we like and some supplies that we really like, but we forget that we have them because there's so many options. So sometimes we just got to get them out and play. All right, let's heat this one up. All right, can you guys see what happened there? Lesson learned. This string has wax on it and it melted onto the paper. So I'm hoping that will cover when I ink it a little bit. And I didn't stamp it quite enough so that it's going to be light, but it should still work. So we'll see how that goes. So be mindful of the materials that you have when you heat because it could affect your project. Get some ink in there. Maybe that'll help cover some of that. Yeah, I'm going to have to come up with a project to work on tomorrow while I'm at Michael's because I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. Usually I have something simple to work on. I haven't decided. All right, so we'll put that one up. I don't think I'm going to do more of that yet. And we'll wipe it away. Yeah, worked just as well. I think because I didn't stamp it real well, it didn't come up that great, but that's a user error, not the product. And I still like the effect. It's fair, it's still there. So this one will have, it looks pretty much the same, really. I love it. Okay, so there's that. That was kind of fun. Fun time to play, something to learn, right? That technique would be super cute to use on a card. Oh, shoot. There's another something to learn. So these are the iron-on transfers, right? So it heated that up enough to transfer some of that design over here. Same here. which is also fine, but you know, something to learn. Okay. This little dude, he's kind of big. We need to find a spot for him to be cute. He's got a little Christmas ball there. Where could we put him? I don't know if I have very many blank pages. He fits kind of well over there. I don't want to put him on the back of the pocket. There's something. I could do something here. Just stamp him on. Clean this quick. Get it out of the way. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to put him. We'll just put him here. And do I want to... trying to think how I want to do it. Let's just use this black soot. Or should I use... we'll use Stays On instead. Or Archival. Because it usually works a little clearer. I'll just make sure he is inked up really well. And I only have one shot, so I'm going to get it right. He's so cute. Their stamps are so good, you guys. They print so well. And they have great sales. So they can be a little pricey, but I'll tell you what, they are definitely worth it. And I moved it a little bit, so it would have been a little clearer. But I love that. So, so cute. And we can color it if we want to, or leave it for the recipient to color. Make it their own. We're going to put the other Christmas ones. We've got the tree. I'd like to put somewhere. I think I'd like to just put the tree like right here. And I'm going to do this one in a brown, so it's not as bold as the other. This is one of their itty bitty lines, so it's just the little stamp, and then it's got 2 sentiments that go with it. We're just going to use the stamp part this time. This one I want to do in this scorched timber. And the reason why is because I want it to be noticed, of course, but I kind of want it to fade into the background, so it's not the major focal point. It just has a little something. See? So it's there, but it's not blaring out at you. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's put this one also. Let's do it again. Let's do it over here by the on the Jello on this side too. Just like maybe somebody stamped it or doing some art project or something. Just put this here. There we go. That's all we need from that one. And we have a Santa and a snowman. So those will do, I think I'll do those in, the black too. Should I do them in the black? I wonder if he would fit right here in this corner. Like right here. Now there is a snowflake in there, so it won't pick up where the snowflake is, but I think that would work. Let's do it. Okay. Good grief. He's adorable. Look how cute he is. Yep. Good choice. Okay, and then the Santa. Take these out. All right, where's Santa at? There's the snail, lady, the cricket. Where did I put it? There he is. Okay, and then let's see. Ooh, we could put Santa right here. Oh, no, don't drop it. We'll put him right here. All right. And we'll lift it up quick. And he's just perfect. Isn't he cute? And then should we put a ho 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 next to him? I think we should. Super cute. All right, we'll put him up. All right, so we've got our stamps in there. We've got that done. And I don't want to go too crazy with this book, but I would like to add a little bit more something in there. So what else could we put? Let's do, I've got a snuffly nose today, guys. Sorry about that. What's this? Is this a piece, just a piece of paper? This is, okay. This is an old letter, but it talks about tomatoes and the weather being hot. I don't think that's going to be very Christmassy, so we're not going to put that in there. I was just going to stick it in. We've got this recipe card we could put in here. We should make this into, I wonder if we could make this a little front pocket. Then we'd have one pocket, two pocket. Okay, we can do that. I wonder, I've got a box full of Christmas stuff that's pre-made that people have gifted me or that I've made and tucked away. I think I'm going to go get into that box and see if there's anything that we can figure out to put in here. So I'll be right back. All right, you can see I did a deep dive. I found a lot of things, and some of them I can probably use. So I did find, the first thing I found was these tags. I've got quite a few of them, but I figured I'd grab one for each signature. So there's 2 of those. So let's find a spot. And they might actually fit perfectly like right here. And if I do this correctly, I can make a flip out. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Let's hinge that. And I'm going to use, I'm not going to use washi. I'm going to use fabric. I have this fabric right here. Look at that. That would work. And it's just about the right size. Here, let's just do that. I think that'll work well. And we're gonna, well, should we do, I'll just cut 2 of them in case I decide to do the other one the same way. I need to order some more Fabri-Tac. I keep forgetting. I think I mentioned that last time. Okay. Cut some of those threads down. And we will. Oh, I see the Fabri-Tac right there. This will work too. I think I need some of this glue as well. My Bearly Arts and my Fabri-Tac are running low. We can't be in that position. We gotta have it. Okay. And let me make sure that that is glued. There we go. Just leaving a tiny little gap so that they can fold. And then I can trim that if I don't like it, but for now I'll leave that alone. We could put this one, nah, not there. Not there. How about, put it on the back of the book and have it hinge there. I like that idea. And it's the same fabric as this one, so it works. So put that one there. And then on here. Can you guys see that? Okay, good. All right. That's going to go that way. I think I'm going to take a clamp and clamp that to make sure it stays while I'm working. All right, and let's see, will this one stay too? Hopefully it's not too wobbly. Let's go ahead and clip this one too, but I'm going to use paper clips for this one because it's inside and it'll be harder to clip with those big old clamps. Okay, another thing I found, ooh, will that work? It's barely going to work, and that's fine. Okay, another thing I found was this little, which book is this? Jingle Bells. I found this little book, little notebook, and I thought, let's find a spot for this in there. Let's use it. It's not going to do anybody any good in my Christmas box because it'll just sit there another year if I don't use it this year. So let's put it in something. Okay, and we just need a little pocket for him. Should we stick him? We could stick him in here. No, that's going to be too chunky for that. So we might have to make a separate little, what's my thought? What's my thought, guys? A separate, oh my word, pocket with room. You know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the word. Gussets, that's the word. Or what about this? I could glue that back down better. That'll work just fine. Okay, let's do that. Okay, let's fix this so it doesn't stick out and get caught on there. Gusset, that was the word of the day. Okay, And then this one, what we're going to do now, I need it to be able to open up a little bit. The best way to do that is we're going to glue the tip, but we're going to also just kind of glue this way all the way down the middle. Don't go all the way to the edges because it's going to be really tight then. And then we're going to glue all the way down here to make sure that the bottom stays flush. Okay, but these parts we're not going to glue because that way it'll allow for some movement and some gusset. Okay, then this should fit just fine in there. There we go. That's good. I like that. A little snowman action at the front of the book. That'll be great. And then I've got some tags that were in that envelope. Ooh, I love that. That paper is so pretty. We could do something with that. I've also found this card. This was a Christmas card that somebody gave me. And I'm thinking this could be a pocket. But what I need to do is trim off this side a little bit. Because I think it's too wide. So let's make a pocket out of this one. It also needs to be on sturdy paper. I could put it on this one. Or it's already a pocket. We did put a pocket on a pocket somewhere else though, didn't we? So why don't we... Ooh, I like it against that one. I do like that a lot. I'll hole punch or thumb notch that one. I think I'm going to ink the edges too. Make it even more. Should we... My scissors are... My little scissors. Just ink the edges. I would, if I was doing any sewing in this book, I would sew it too, but I don't think I have any sewing in this one. So I'm not going to worry about that much. Put this way. Yeah. And this one's from Diana Loves Colors from 2022. So I've been holding on to it for a while. I loved it. I love it. Thanks, Diana. Okay. I love reusing my Christmas cards if I can. If and when I can. There we go. Super cute card. Paper, silver. Okay, so we've got that pocket. We could put, oop, didn't hold that down quite long enough. Could put maybe some of those tags in there. Some of these might be too shallow. Oh, no, these would work. Could put at least one of them. One of those. And one of those. Just doesn't want to stick. This lady keeps popping out. I think I should just glue her down somewhere. What is her name? Margie Colson. That's Margie. Hi, Margie. Maybe we could put her on a tag. Just put her on a tag. No real reason except that she keeps popping up, so she needs to go in the journal, right? It's called Inspiration. And I do have some old-time photos in here, so this works. and I'll be adding more. So we'll put her on a tag. There we go. Now Margie doesn't have to float on my desk anymore. We can put her in. Let's find a good spot for Margie. Let's find a spot for Margie. We could just put her, actually she could be, that one didn't glue either. She could be like a tuck spot. If I glue her onto a corner like that, this could be a tuck spot. So we'll do that. There we go. And what else did I find? I found those tags. I've got this Merry and Bright. Just a piece of paper, and I thought, well, actually we could just stick it in there and somebody could do something with it, or we could round the corners and turn it into a journaling card. Here, let's just do that. Simple way to use a scrap paper, right? Put it to use. Merry and Bright. There we go. And I've got this. Now this is a fun little, I made a little list. Isn't that cute? Could we put this in here? We could totally put this in here. Should we put this in there? Maybe. Maybe. And then the question comes, well, how are we going to do that? So, and it's a very good question that I don't have an answer for yet. And since we have this one here, we don't really need it in here. I don't think I'm gonna put it in there. We'll save that for another something, or next year. Okay, recipe cards. I did find some recipe cards as well, and these have the poinsettia on there. I thought, let's ink up a couple and put them in. I'll just do two, one in each signature. Just ink them up. See, they'd make great journaling spots, right? Or recipe cards. You could use them as they're intended. Put one here. Put that poinsettia showing. And then we'll ink this one. And that's in signature 2. So this one's going to go in signature 1 because we're going to even it out. Even it out. My sponge is falling apart. Okay. Let's put it in this one. There we go. So that's fun. Okay, so we use the recipe cards. Put those up for now. I've got half of a recipe card. Now I think Pierce ate that piece. Let's turn this into a pocket. And we'll just trim that little piece out of there. And we can just put this one right here. I like it. I don't have a plan, guys. I'm just shooting from the hip. We've got this darling that was gifted to me. We can put this in here. Let's figure out where. I think I'm just going to clip this in because then they can put it anywhere. And just right here. Maybe just right there would be great. And that being done, we could... Ooh, I wonder if this will fit in it. It does. It fits perfect. Okay, cool. So we'll leave that in there. Put that there. Okay. And what else did I find? I found... Oh, I've got these. Z is for Zinfandel. E is for eating, emotional eating. H is for happy hour. J is for jelly donut. These are silly, but I am going to put them in here because I think they're fun. These were really snarky ones, and I love this set. And I think I'm running to the end of them, but I thought those would be cute for the holidays. One more pocket. This could go. That's got that. That's got that. I'll put it here. Z's for Zinfandel. Okay, so we use some of those. See, I'm just using stuff from my stash. We've got, oh, things to do. You can put that in there too. What else? 6,000 recipes. We can use this in here somewhere. Maybe Margie needs to hold that for us. Okay. I've got scraps of paper like this. Not that that does much for anything. Oh, what's this? Joyous Christmas greetings. It's a postcard. We could put this in there. This one is from with all the best wishes for your happiness from Mrs. Mildred, 1926, December 25th, 1926. That's super cool. Let's find a pocket. Oh, maybe this could go here. Oh, that didn't glue down. Why didn't it glue down? Is my glue failing me? No. Let's see. It's not going to fit. It will if I trim a little bit off. Let's just trim it. It won't hurt it to trim it. Where did that pocket go? Because I like it there. I lost it. Or we could stick it, ooh, we could put it in here. And then we don't have to trim it at all. There we go. That'll work. I need to tape that. Thanks for reminding me. We could use, I'm trying to see if I have any Christmas. I really don't think I do. But this will work. This will work. Close enough. Looks like little snowflakes, doesn't it? There. That would work. And let's see, let's use this piece of paper. This would be fun just to kind of make a tiny tuck out of it. There we go. And that can hold, you know, a little tag, probably a smaller one. Like that. something like that. I've also got these little guys. These are also pockets that I've made with tags inside that can be journaled on. So let's find a spot for these. I've got 2 here, one for each signature. This one needs to be glued back. Okay, and so let's put one. I don't know why I keep wanting to put things on the pockets themselves, but I think that's the strongest paper that I've got. And if I leave it open, this could be a tuck spot as well. But I've got a big pocket behind it, so I think I'm just going to go flat with this one. I don't need to make an extra pocket. So we'll just do that. Okay. We've got a slow morning going on over here today. Nobody has to work. Just kind of hanging out, doing our thing. It's been really nice so far. Cleaning around the house. Crafting, obviously. We'll do this one on this one. We'll do it the same way. I had to get some crafting done. I've been missing you guys. Need to go to the post office today and see if we've got more entries for the 3K giveaway challenge. My the subscribers keep going up and down, so it feels like we get so close and then no. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Our family is growing. It takes time. All right, so we've got some great pockets. We've got some, it feels like this needs something, huh? Got another one of these guys. Do I want to put 2 in there? I love them. I love them so. What's this? This is a... Well, it's okay. So this is a piece I cut off of something else. It was like a recipe, but it's firmer paper. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and glue the end and the side and make a tuck spot out of it. I know that sounds kind of weird and I wouldn't have thought to do that before, but it just came to me. That's what I could do with this. So we'll glue this shut. And then I'm going to glue it here. The whole thing, glue it down. And now we've got this great little tuck where we can tuck in something. Here's another piece. I could do this one too. Oh, what fun it is to bake. How cute is that? Look, it's another one. We're going to do the same thing. We'll put it in the other signature. Just using scraps from my desk. Okay, so we've got this little spot. Now we can put stuff in here like that or whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be that, but we can, let's flip to the back, the signature back here and find another spot. Let's go ahead and put it on this one. I think I had saved those because I was going to make tags with them, but this is even better. And because it's sturdy, it'll hold up. Okay, and then what can we put in this one? What do we have nearby? I've got my box still. So I have this box that I was kind of searching through to find some goodies, and I've got some decorative pieces here that I think I can use. I'm going to set these aside. They're kind of attached. Well, not literally, but they're kind of stuck together. So those aside for a minute. See if there's anything bigger I can put in that pocket. These are pages that were made from something else. We'll hold on to those. We've got, oh, there we go. Happy holidays. That's something we could use. I mean, we could use a lot of this stuff, I'm sure. What is this? This is a hidden paper clip. That's perfect. We can use that for something. And here's another one with some little goodies in it. Okay. We've got, oh, that's super cute. I might be able to use something in there. But I'm looking for stuff like that and that. Bigger things right now. That's a little pocket. That's really cute too. See, you can put the little things in there. That one might be able to use that. Some of these little, I should probably stop taking them out now and see if I can use any of them before I keep going. There's a whole lot in here. A whole lot of magic in this little box. Some beautiful little gingies that were gifted to me. Boys and girls. This little bell. There are some pieces in here. Doodads and knickknacks. Okay, let's see what we can use out of this. I'm not going to use all of this, obviously, but I can definitely tuck some of these things in. That's going to be too big. But I could make it work. Looking for something that the colors make me happy here. Not that one. No, because I'd have to trim off too much of it. How about, let's go back to this one. This is the first one that caught my eyeballs. And we'll trim off a little bit on the sides. And then we'll do a little bit more here on the top, just to make it look a little more even. Let's see if that fits better. There we go. Too wide? Still too wide. Okay, we'll cut the edges off just a bit more. Okay, and I'm going to do the same to the top because if it's not on the bottom, it doesn't need to be on the top. And I missed some here. Trying not to cut the H. There we go. That'll work. Or should work. Much better. Oops, I want to go this way so that this shows. And I'm wondering if I should put a recipe card in there too, because it says, oh, what fun to bake. So I do have some more of these that I stained. They don't have recipes on them. Maybe we could put one of those in there too. There we go. And then that might be cute to put there just for decorative use. Decorative something or other, or maybe here. Let's do that. There's no pad on that. There it is. Where's the one I was using? Can't really use this one for a tag real well because it's been kind of beat up, so might as well just use it to decorate. There we go. some tags like this. It might be kind of fun to just clip in there. And these are really pretty. Oh, I need something in this one. Is it too small? No, I think it'll work. And we can probably put something behind it. Ooh, this one says Dear Santa. That's cute. We'll put that in there too for sure. Let's do that. Wonder if do I have a recipe nearby? I might. No, but I'm going to stick that behind there because it actually makes it pop out more. Okay. And then I can stick, ooh, does Dear Santa fit there? Because that would be cute. Too wide. So let's cut some of this back. Which is a little bit of a bummer because I really like the pattern around the side. But we got to make it fit. We could leave it like that, maybe. Yeah, that's cute. Does it fit well? Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We're getting somewhere, you guys. We've got a lot stuffed in here already. I know I don't usually stuff these things with you, but today's just one of those days. We'll do it a little differently. I feel like more needs to be here. We could put this one in here too. Oh, nope, that's that. Oh, never mind. I keep thinking it's the half pocket. But that's the half pocket. The half page pocket. We could put, ooh. What if we put this here? Yeah. We could put that on there. Do we like that? I feel like it kind of takes away. We could put it here. And how about this? Currently listening, eating with blah, 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 blah. Nope, that doesn't fit. That can go in there. I think I'm going to glue this right here. And put this thing to use right here, this little flippy flappy. Because it's just a little piece of the page. And then when they flip it, that'll be that. And then we could put something like this over the back of it. It'll be the same size. That's cute. Ooh, I could have hinged it. It's okay because I've already got glue on it, but I could have hinged it. That would have been fun to have a little fun flippy flappy fold there. But now we've got that. And then we've got these hidden paper clips. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to replace these paper clips with these hidden ones. These can come out. Let's see how this worked. Did this work well? Yeah, it did. Okay. And I feel like there was another one. Did I put more clips in there somewhere? I can put one of these like on here. No, because it'll cover that up. I don't want to do that. I don't want to cover it. This one's just white, so we'll just put this one on here. There we go. That'll work. That one can stay. We can put this one here, and that'll help hold this paper in. And it's got the little string on there, so it's decorative. And then, what's this? Oh, there's more envelopes. I could put anything cute in here that I could use. I mean, obviously there's cute stuff in there, but I thought a little picture frame. Yep. Is that too big to fit there? I think it'll be okay. This one will flip out. This is great. I love being able to use my stash. I really, really do. And then I'm gonna have to build my stash if I use it all up. That's not a complaint. Ooh, let's use, what if we use this one here? Too much. I know this thing is chunking up already. This is, I think this will be fine. Put this one here. And then I'll reattach that snowflake a little better. This is going to be a really cute journal. What do you guys think? Make sure you let me know what you think of it in the comments. Ooh, there we go. Because it is just about finished. I think I've done just about enough to take it to the event tomorrow. I don't want to fill it up too much. A bigger one, bigger something. That'll work. And I could put this one here. Let's do it. I don't need this one gusseted so much, so I won't worry about that. Just put it here in the middle. And then we can put some more tags in there. Ooh, I have this too, this little note paper. There we go. Put this tag tag in there. Put this little tag in there. Could put a little reindeer. We'll put him on the envelope. He's just kind of floating. Look how cute he is. Isn't he cute? Little reindeer. We'll just put him down here. And then we can put another little frame in here. Keep calm and marry on. Something fun for everyone. Put a little snowflake there. Oh, you know what I do have in there that was really cute that I could use? I had those little cookie cutouts. Oh. Put this one there. And we'll put some of these little, these are super cute too, these little notes. I'm gonna put a few of those in there. Okay, and then I feel like there needs to be something here. And what's this one? These are all put together too. That one's cute, especially on that page. Let's clip this one down. This is just a little tiny tuck pocket too. Oh, I'm glad I thought to get into that box because there's lots of pretty fun things that have been able to go in here, huh? Okay, and then what can I put in there? Will this fit? No, but I could trim it so that it will. There it goes. Okay. And do I want to use this one? I don't know if I want to use this one. Oh, well, that's kind of on the same thing though. On the same page, on the same signature. That's what I was thinking. It's too small. I think we're getting to the end, guys. I think this is about the best that I can do on here. I could go there, but do I need to? No. Could go here. But do I want to? I think if I trim some of these down, no, I think I'm going to skip that. But I would like to put some of these things throughout. This one says Hello Santa, which is super cute. And these little stars. Maybe we could put a little bundle of these stars and make like a little tuck with them. I think this paper's too busy for that though. this and then put those on it. Is that too busy? And then the tuck could go just right in here, like a little photo tuck kind of thing. That'd be kind of cute. Let's do it. And then we'll do let's do the black one on top there. Oh, I don't want to glue that part, because if I do, then it won't be able to tuck into there. Just there. And then just the bottom of this one. I guess it doesn't matter. That one could have been all of it. This one can go this way. There we go. So if we leave that way, then we could put a tuck in here. See? There we go. I can put another one of these cards in there. Now we could also take we could use one of these these could be like a page tab that sticks out. Where would we want it? How about on this one? That. And then we've got where'd that Hello Santa go? I keep moving it. Oh, I could put it right here. That would be so cute. But what about on the other one? The Christmas tree one. This one. We'll put it here. There we go. Just put that down there. That's cute. There we are. That's too tall. I'll use that for something else. Okay, so I do have stuff like, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, like little things like that we could just kind of put in. Something to look at. How about this? Joyful, we adore him. Yeah. Or how about here? I'll give that something. The most wonderful time. It's two stuck together. We'll put this on Marge. Because she looks so thrilled, doesn't she? Christmas time in the city. I'll put that right there. And do I have more of them? Here's a little recipe thing. I could stick this in here. I have another, Go Tell It on the Mountain. any more. One more, it looks like. This one says Winter Wonderland. Let's put it right there. I love it. Let's take those clamps off and see where we're at. I think we should be about done. I'm going to tuck this in here somewhere. Put it in with Santa. I think we're done. I think that's it, guys. I don't think that I should stuff it any more than that. Look at how full it is. All right, so that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I will probably add a tassel to it before I take it out to the event tomorrow, but maybe, maybe not. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for crafting with me and sticking it out. I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care.